the Portland River Hogs.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Portland River Hogs and the Austin Desperadoes. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division.
On the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Now he steps away. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Groves. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do, because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, they never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and...
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Number 19. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throw here out of the gun. That is caught inside. 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
At the 4-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A 9-yard loss on
It goes up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And
his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Desperadoes 10. Riverhogs nothing.
They had it first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Groves. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
3rd down and 4.
From the gun, Groves. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Number 14.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Groves. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
It's 2nd down.
Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Desperadoes 10. Riverhogs nothing.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Groves. And he's going to go down again.
A loss of 11.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it down to the 32. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score Desperadoes 10. Riverhogs nothing.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10.
11 yards on the pickup there. And to give this time to the tailback. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Makes the score Desperadoes 13. River Hogs nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Groves. And his throw here's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Groves. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletion 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. Average on this down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Groves looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return. Boston's offense ready to go again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down to the 25.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3. Middle, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
One after here coming up. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, with the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Groves. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. Groves. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback is sacked. Fumble on the play.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A beautiful spin and room to run. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st down and 10.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Groves. That's caught by Jackson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd and 2, Groves. And he will find his man on the outside. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Groves throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the gun, Groves. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the 4th and final game here on this wild card weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wild card game. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the half will begin with a touchback. Portland's offense now about set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down, River Hogs.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on now is the punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll drop to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And touchdown! Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. That time a 6-play drive.
Desperadoes 27. River Hogs nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
47.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And they'll send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Austin's offense ready to go again. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.